Hello everyone, this is MsBrittGaming. Welcome to my channel and welcome back. If you are a recurring visitor, thank you. So I am back with another Planet Zoo video. It's been a while. If you guys don't remember, when beta was out, I did 3 videos, I believe. So I did, because beta was only open for a short period of time, and so I did this good on house, and we did the 3 levels. So it's like different tasks or objectives, and each one represents the bronze, silver, and the gold star. So we did those in the beta, and then when full access came out, I started the next one, which is the Madagascan Simian Conservation Project, and I only did the bronze. So that's crazy. I don't even know what I don't know what happened. To be honest with you, I have no idea what happened and why I didn't finish. But if you've been following me on Twitter and maybe Instagram, you who have seen that I've kind of really gotten back into the swing of things, and I've been playing a lot of Planet Zoo on my own, and it just really prompted me to go back and finish these career scenarios. I do plan on doing kind of like an LP, but that's going to be later, probably in mid to late November. It depends, but for now I think it would be nice for us to just, for my channel, go through all these career modes, because they really are like tutorials. Like, this says tutorial, but they really are good ways to get a handle on the game. So if you haven't played this game before and you get overwhelmed just trying to jump into sandbox or franchise mode, please just do these. And I will be linking the playlist for both my beta and this episode, I guess this series, down below in the description. Yeah, so anyway, let's go ahead and continue. So here's the problem. I redid this on my own, the bronze star. So if I say resume, it's going to start right after the one I did. So it's not really the one I did from the old video, but it's still the same stuff we're gonna have to do, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm gonna try to finish talking, because once they get into it, they start going and they are just talking over you. So, oh great. So now that I say that, it's taking forever to load. But that's whatever. Here we go. The Madagascan Simian there she goes.
For our vets is animal research. Researching animals allows vets to unlock new enrichment items, additional information for our education resources, enhanced breeding programs, and improvements to food quality. The animal's food, not the vets. It'll take more than a research grant to improve the staff canteen. Anyway, as you can see, research is a key part of running your zoo. In order for a vet to undertake research, they require a research centre. And once again, that's something that this zoo is missing. So let's build one. I've marked out an area for you to put it.
Alright, so as we can see, it wants us to locate the area, so we can just click this button right here.
Now, you've probably noticed that there's already a building where I want you to build the research centre. Don't worry. You see, the building that's currently there is actually a hollow shell, so we're able to place our new building inside of it. If you select the research centre for placement and then hover over the shell, you'll see that it asks if you want to add the research centre to the existing building.
Alright, so we're gonna do that.
Click to add
Come
it to
on
the
now.
building. Oh, but that won't place it in just yet, though. First, we'll need to rotate our research centre so it automatically connects to the path when we place it.
Is she gonna keep talking till I do it? It's like she thinks I don't know what to do. I know what to do. I'm just trying to look at this hut because it's so cute. And they probably built this piece by piece. Like, this is probably a piece. That's probably a piece. That's probably a piece. We'll get into that a little more probably in my series on like actual building. But anyway, let's do what they said so they can hush up. Research center. Here it is. Alright, let's see. And I'm holding, how I'm doing this is I'm holding Z Um, so that's how I'm getting it, there we go, to smoothly turn like this. And that's another reason why I'm playing this on my own, just to get better at the controls, because you can get really frustrated if you just go into the game on your own without learning the controls. So that's just what I'm kind of doing. So we have it connected. So we'll go ahead and say okay.
Right. Splendid work. Now that we have a brand spanking new research centre, we can give our vets something to do in there. Oh, by the way, it's worth noting that the vets will only do research when they're not required to do any other jobs. That said, you can change what jobs a vet does via their information panel. But let's not worry about that just now. So, let's get our vet researching ring-tailed lemurs. Go into the zoo section and select Vet Research.
All right. Zoo, vet
Here,
research.
you can see a list of all the animals present in your zoo, and also all the potential diseases that can occur. Now, drag and drop your vet onto the ring-tailed lemur to start their research.
All right, Barton. There you go, buddy. I did it. Now what? Okay. Are they waiting for him to finish? Did we not do it? Barton, red ruff. Oh shoot. Oops. Oops. Back. Cancel. Ring-tailed. Jeez, pay attention.
Actually, thinking about it, I'm not sure we've got any education boards or speakers by the lemur's habitat. Let's head over there and add some, so our guests can learn all about the furry little delights.
When you saw me clicking on, oh yeah, when you saw me earlier clicking on this, I was trying to move it because I realized it's so far back. I think I meant to put it like right here, but I forgot. In these little tutorial scenarios, they don't actually let you do that. They don't really let you do many of the features. You kind of have to really follow what they're saying, so it's not gonna let me.
First off, let's pop down 2 education boards. Place them on the habitat barriers at a height that guests can see, or, if you like, pop them down on a stand.
All right, let's get 2 education boards. So let's do one. Again, I'm gonna hold down Z. All right, let's do one kind of like, oh, why is that there already? Oh, you know what? Boards, not board sets. So it probably wants us to do this one. And then it probably turn on align to surface to make, oh, I didn't know this. To make placing boards easier. Align to surface. Oh, okay. Well, I learned something new. So it wants us to do that one, and then I'm assuming this one. And then,
Now that they've been put into position, we have to tell them what animal to display information about. Select one of the education boards to bring up its information panel.
yes, ma'am.
And from the drop-down list, select ring-tailed lemur. Although I'm sure that last part was obvious. When you link an education board or a speaker to an animal, you need to make sure that said animal is close by. If it isn't, the guests will get confused and won't learn as much. Okay,
Right.
now that we've done the education boards, let's pop down a pair of speakers. Speakers play audio to the guests so they can learn while they look at the animals, instead of having to go through the laborious process of reading. Oh, one thing to bear in mind is that it's important not to put the speakers too close together. If you do, the guests won't be able to understand what's being said.
All right, so 2 are already over there, so I'm gonna assume we should put them on this side. So let's do like one here, and then the other one over here.
Now we simply need to link the speakers to the ring-tailed lemurs, just like you did with the education boards.
I am on it. Where's my speaker? And then The other one, I've seen people, builders actually put the arrow and put it under the ground, like they don't want it seen, but I don't think it matters.
Fantastic. Oh, it's worth remembering that education boards and speakers both need power to work. They won't do much good without it. Oh, it looks as though our vet has completed their research on ring-tailed lemurs. We'll need to collect the results. We can do that by clicking on the notification or by going back into the vet research area.
Before I do that, as you can see, it has a 2 on it. That means we have completed research at level 2, I guess, for this animal. So this board, like you see this, I think this is the biome or the continent, country, whatever it is. But this you'll start seeing that fill out more as you get more research. So that's kind of cool. All right, let's go here, research.
Go on, collect your research rewards.
Yay!
So, vets will continue to research an animal even after successfully completing a research level. I suppose when you're in the zone, you're in the zone. Well, now that we've enriched the lives of our guests, let's enrich the lives of our ring-tailed lemurs. Some animals, like lemurs, will have a climbing need. That means they have a requirement for a certain amount of climbing space, and you can fulfill that requirement by building them a climbing frame. Let's find out how much more climbing space our lemur friends need, shall we? Select one of them and bring up their information panel.
All right. Hello. Pause. I selected you.
Next, click on the Terrain tab. Now, as you can see, the lemurs need quite a lot more climbing space. But as it happens, I've already got a climbing frame blueprint built for you. So you can either pop that down or build one yourself from scratch. By the way, it's not always just climbing needs that you have to worry about. Other animals might need a certain amount of water in their habitat so they can go for a swim. They certainly do keep us on our toes.
That's this one right here. Like I think the hippos need a lot of water space. I think either hippos or the polar bear. Somebody needs a lot of water. And this is how big the habitat has to be. So all 3 of these have to be basically in the green, which can be difficult at times. Climbable. I think this is the one she said she did. So we can put it, I guess, I'm trying to do it so it looks like it fits in the ground. I might need to move it down a little bit, maybe. Like this don't look like it's on the ground. Or am I missing where it's supposed to go? No, I'm not. I wonder if this counts. Like if I make it lower into the ground like this, I wonder if that'll count. Let's see.
Oh, that's a great
Yep.
climbing frame for them. They're going to absolutely love it. Do you know what would make them even happier, though? Nicer food. But that's true of all of us, though, isn't it? You can unlock better quality food for animals through research. Luckily, we've already unlocked some for the lemurs, so all that remains is to make sure they get served it from now on. Let's bring up the habitat information panel by selecting the lemur habitat.
Click. Wait. Exit. Click. Whoa. Why is it? Wait. Why is the habitat not connected? Oh, there's 2 different ones? Ring-tailed lemur.
Lovely.
Okay.
Now select the Animals tab.
I didn't realize they were both in the same habitat. That's good to know that you can then combine them and then just click the one that you want.
There we go. As you can see, we can set the food quality in here. Just click on the drop-down menu and select Grade 2 Food Quality. Grade 2 Food Quality. My mouth's already watering.
Alright, so grade 1, grade 2 is, so it's going to jump from 864 per feed to 949. I'm watching, or was watching, I finished one of her series, but the lady signer, duh, and then DA, and y'all, her polar bears, she wound up deleting them. Needed a $10,000 worth of food per feed. Like they were literally bankrupting her. So that's something you have to pay attention to, is how much the feed's going to cost you, and like go to your zoo management and look at finances and like check your expenses. Animal food, as you can see, 7,000. Imagine that now saying 17,000 plus, because I have some thinking polar bears. So, but anyway, I'm gonna stop teaching.
So, a new climbing frame and better food? Oh, you've really spoilt those lemurs rotten. Now, I think it's time we looked at one of the zoo's most important responsibilities, releasing animals into the wild. You see, when we feel an animal is ready, we can release them into the wild. But what makes an animal a good candidate for release?
Oh, I didn't know
Well,
that.
their age is an important factor. I mean, we can't release an animal that's a juvenile, just as we can't release one that's gotten too old. They'll also need to be fertile. After all, the idea is to repopulate the wild, so the best candidates will have a high fertility gene. And together, the age and fertility of a candidate will determine how many conservation credits we'll be rewarded when we release them.
Oh.
Now, conservation credits are vitally important. They're the lifeblood of your zoo, because earning them allows you to adopt even more animals. And what's more, the animals you can adopt will be of a higher quality. So, with that in mind, let's pop over to our orangutan habitat.
I didn't know that. When you watch people, they just be releasing animals to the wild, and I don't think they take into consideration the age and the fertility. But maybe they don't know either, just like I didn't know.
I'd like you to find Agang, the Bornean orangutan in the habitat, and select him, please. You can either click through each orangutan in turn, or select the habitat barrier, go to the animals tab in the habitat information panel, and find him in the animals list.
There he is. That's what she said, right? A gong. Oh, release him to the wild. Oh, well, a gong, can I look at you for a second first? Gong, we're gonna release you into the wild, buddy. Goodbye, buddy. Bye. Okay, hold on. Let me get out of here. I'm being silly. All right, release. Release to the wild. A gong. Lifespan remaining. It's really good. 4 stars. Fertility, 5 stars. Fertility gene, 5 stars. Conservation status, 4.5 stars. You cannot undo this action. Release, and we'll get 1,171 conservation credits, which is this number down here. So it'll add to that down here where my mouth is, right here. Okay. Hey y'all, so I cut the audio off because if you remember from before, whenever it ends, they just start talking and like you have no chance to even take a breather to end the episode. So yeah, so we're done with this one. Yay. So we will go ahead and continue with the next video on getting gold. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe if you'd like to see more. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.